Thought I'd give a little tour of my finds. Have sea snails, gastropods, other marine creatures, nodules. It's a big clam. No, I shouldn't have glued him together, but it's the only thing I have glued together. I couldn't help it. Layering on that one. I believe this one has an anti-roll mechanism. You've got two bulges, but they're opposite, but the same, like they're twisted. I think it's for when he's rolling in the ocean, it kind of stabilizes him where this one hits, this one hits, this one hits, and this one hits. That strange guy I found, you can see where he was broken. Both sides. Those link up. Got this. I believe that's a piece of a coral. What I believe to be more seeds, possibly, among other things. Brings us on to our seashell creature. You can see his spikes, they're all uniform. That would be, I believe, the hinge. You can see where he used to come out of the shell, like his foot or so. This is what they look like inside, because this one is missing his top half. The organism that's inside the shell, when he solidifies, it looks like this. Or fossilizes. I believe that's the filter. different matrix, a different texture than the rest of it. Very porous. Reminds me of a fish tank bubbler, but that's the inlet and the outlet. Here's a filter feeder, I imagine. And then you have the hinge on this one. You can see clearly 2 lobes. Turn them upside down. That's the shell, although it is broken. But you can see him coming out here. I can always tell that different texture. It's a lot smoother, a little bit of a waxy feel, when the rest is granulated, kind of rough texture like sandpaper or something. Love that color, how it's showing up here, purple. Yeah. This is another version. You can see that's one of its spikes. That's his shell. And he also had a foot where he came out and was able to move around. Roughly 400 million years ago. Several others. This is another shell, and you can even see it still has some of its original shell sticking out of the matrix here. If it would focus, these spikes still have what I believe the original shell. Smoother, it's colored different. It's definitely sticking out quite a bit. And these are all symmetrical too, they go all the way around this organism. And if you can see, here is his tail. Now it's able to find another one, a smaller one. Same shape, laid out in the same way, and you can see his tail, and it matches that one's tail. And they both, like I say, they're even laid the same way. Which it's kind of hard to show in here. Around, maybe I can get somewhat of a view here, but yeah, they're very similar. There's a small one and a big one. I have many repeating shapes like these guys over here. This is a clam here. See the spiraling spikes all the way up to the top, and you'll notice the bottom ridge where he used to be able to open. Very hard material. This is, I wore out some brass brushes cleaning this guy. I mean, it's very hardy material. Not sure what the hardness is on this, but on my other specimens I have scratched ceramic, glass. I even have one specimen that I scratched a impact bit, so that was very hard. Okay, and this is a gasteropod, and you can see he is still somewhat out of the shell. Again, different texture, different feel. You see that red in the center. And that's the shell there. Quite a few specimens. Here's another. Spirals, and this is one of the ones I have tested, and it is very magnetic. I believe all of them are going to have some type of magnetism, because I have tested many specimens and all of them seem to have a magnetic quality. Another one, there's his foot, very symmetrical. Organism here with a tail, a few of them like that. I believe this is like a small fish, like a minnow. He's sitting on a clam. This was a neat one if it wasn't broke. I believe this would have been like the world's first fidget spinner. If it would have been complete. And you would have had 3 lobes like this on either side. And if you look at it down the center, you'll see it's like a ball in the middle. It's like a fidget spinner. I thought that was pretty fun. Little guys like this. Again. But yeah, that's just a few of them. Can't believe I found this piece. I believe this was a spike that used to stick up. You see a hole here. You can even see, I'm not sure what, inside there. But it's very shiny. Definitely has some kind of inclusion. I believe the spike used to stick up and it got laid down and broke off over the years. But 400 million years, I think he's done pretty good. If he'll survive me, I don't know. And here's another. Very rounded, very hardy. I believe this would probably end up being like another one of these. He's missing the back half. I might even have it. Here's another seed and seed pod. This one's interesting because he still fits right in there. I'm gonna lose everything trying to do this, but he does. He fits in there still. That specimen there, very magnetic. Looks like an eye and a jaw. I found that you could put this together here. It locks right in. That's his tail. I haven't found the rest yet, but hopefully. Found that much of him. Yep, pretty cool.